So this is Charcuterie, the board game. It's an I split, you choose tile drafting set collection game with some public objectives. You will be hosting charcuterie parties, depending on the number of players, maybe multiple times. And as the host, you are going to select blindly from a bag a certain number of food tiles, and then specifically set them up into piles based on the number of players. So these are all even, they're not asymmetrical. You will have a similar stack to pick from, but you get to set them up because you will get last pick of what's left. So as the gracious host you are, you will let everyone else pick first, and then you get the last bit. So you might want to strategically put these together to make people stay away from the thing you want, realizing, oh, this person needs a certain type of tile, so I'll make this a little better for them. When you draft a pile, you take all of the tiles, and you'll put them on your board. They are never locked. You can move them around as the game progresses, so as you get new tiles, you're not locked into these things. You can move them around based on 3 rules. Every tile cannot hang over the board. They must be inside the ring. In a 6-player game, this plays 2 to 6, you'd use that inner ring. So it's creating a spatial puzzle because you do have to put every tile on your board. You can't choose not to. They're not edible, don't eat them. The second rule is every tile must touch the board. So you can't save room by doing something like this. You can layer, but every tile must touch the board. And the third thing is no tile can be covered up by more than 50%. So it's forcing that spatial puzzle. You're doing that and selecting and placing based on a couple adjacency and grouping rules, based on public objectives. Each food type, there's 6 in the game, will have some sort of thing that's garnering where you're putting them. Groups of unique cheeses or pairs of crackers on your board. There are base objectives, which you see here, and then there are 2 more each of what we call gourmet objectives that ramp up the puzzle a little bit. The only thing you need to do is have 1 of each food tile, so you can mix and match how you see fit based on your game group. So you're doing that based on your public objectives to score points, and then a private objective that you selected out of 2 in the beginning of the game that give you more points at the end of the game. And that is basically how you play Charcuterie.